Yeah, so this is, I guess officially, this is our Cultural District Advisory Board meeting of Thursday, May 28th. We're meeting in the Old Town Hall Conference Room as well as via Zoom. It's 3:08 p.m. and we do have a quorum. I don't know if you guys want to enter. I guess we do have. Yeah, we do have a quorum because we have 6 people. So, do you want to approve the minutes from our last meeting and then go into our coaching session, or how do you want to do it? Yeah. Want to do that?
Yep. Yeah, that's on the agenda.
All right. Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
I second.
Matt seconds.
Yep.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. Sorry, I took it over for you, Matt.
What's that?
Sorry, I took it over for you. I just want to push it along.
No, it's fine. I wasn't sure how you wanted to combine them, so that's perfect.
No, that's okay.
I can't figure he would struggle that hard with this. He's been to my meetings. He knows how these things go.
I do.
Trying to move the agenda.
That was not trying. You had the brakes on.
So Ani, Kristen, Carl, tell us, the floor is yours. Tell us what we have to do next.
No, I mean, well, one, we just want to get an update from you, but we have on the 30th, which is
Saturday.
So, we'll give you over Sunday too. So by Monday.
Mary Alice is sweating that deadline. She's
I've given reminders every day this week.
putting little sticky notes on my desk.
Oh, geez, little trail of sticky notes. Flyer, project budget and plan is what we're looking for. And the flyer is the thing that we're going to print out for our State of Maine event. Curious how, look at that.
We have a flyer.
Perfect. So just send that over.
Could I ask a question about the flyer?
That's what this purpose is
I know. When we met as a group up at Eversource, I was kind of under the impression, maybe you want to chime in too, Katie, that some groups are using this flyer as like a means to like hand out. Is everybody doing that? Is that supposed to be the intent, or is it more just an internal, like with Connecticut Main Street, like, hey, this is like what we're doing? Or is it meant to be something that the public's receiving?
So a lot of communities do use it as an external tool, to make use of the exercise in that way as part of their community outreach. So I mean, you could take that approach, but if you've taken it more as like an internal document, that could work too.
Because I was just when I was going through it again and making more updates to it, some mostly cosmetic updates, but I was thinking about like how we have social that we're utilizing and we have banners that we're printing, and like some of the feedback we got from the event with like including a picture of the kiosk, because we don't have all of that stuff yet, so it's hard to put it on the flyer. So I guess wanted to make sure we were not missing the mark on that.
Since our project is more to create a marketing plan and strategy for the cultural district, it's more inward focused. Mm-hmm. I think we could easily adapt this if we wanted a one-page takeaway for our celebration event.
I was going to say, we should probably have something to take away.
We could adjust something
like exactly.
this and use this as the template.
Because I do like having something like this at the celebration as like a talking point for people, or like.
I think it would be more focused on what is a cultural district?
Exactly.
Why is a cultural district important to Fairfield?
Agreed.
That type of thing.
But I always like something to help me speak to people of why it's important.
Yeah, so I think for our purposes, for you guys, for Monday or Sunday or Saturday, whatever it might be.
Tomorrow.
This will be more about our project, which is developing a marketing plan. And we'll then take this template with the expectation and we'll modify it for our June 27th event so that people have a takeaway so they can learn more about the cultural district and why it's important to Fairfield, why we went through the process of getting recognized, that type of thing.
Cool.
So I think you're good to go with this. We'll just need to
One more.
update our project plan and our budget with it, and I think we should be fine.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Any other questions for the team here in terms of?
Well, quick question to you guys. How many of you, or if any of you, are coming to our State of Maine event?
I don't think I've registered, but I'll be there.
My son's graduating that day.
Well, I
June
guess that
16th.
I guess it's a good.
This is kind of like the last, that's my thing before I go away.
Yeah.
Because my daughter graduates the 17th.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
At
Very
Fairfield
exciting.
16th.
Yeah,
right?
Fairfield's the 16th.
So
I registered and used the code. Thank you.
Perfect.
I did not register yet, but I will.
Okay, sounds good.
So at least
Looking forward
some
to
of
it.
us will be there.
That's at the theater. Is it the Warren Theater?
Yep.
My dad has a friend that lives up there, and he went to a show there. He said how awesome the
They're partnering
The
with the
space
Bushnell.
was.
Did you see that?
No.
That theater and the Bushnell are partnering
Oh,
together.
good.
Yeah.
We have an arts commission meeting that night.
Yes, we do. So
Oh.
I'll be back in time for that. You guys are getting every last bit of me before I take some vacation time. All right. Anything
Well,
else?
Is there anything you guys need some guidance on for your final deliverables? Any questions?
No, I don't think so. I think we're in pretty good shape. I think this is, I think we're different than some of the other groups, but this has been helpful to provide structure to kind of keep us accountable to a task and get us to the point where we're actually executing on some of the things we've been talking about. So we've used this to kind of plan for how we're going to relaunch and build awareness. The survey was just released this week, along with an announcement for our June 27th community celebration event on the green. Hope for good weather. We've got a brand identity and logo that we approved after some gnashing of teeth. But, we're moving ahead. So I think we've got the guts of an initial marketing plan. The digital kiosks that I know Mary Alice touched on are in production, expected to ship within the next few days. We've got the pads poured, so they're ready to, and the other one will be poured over the weekend. So we hope to have them installed and up and running by the 27th. We'll send you pictures.
Yeah.
And
that'd be
better yet, we'll have you down here to take a look at them, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
great.
And
Hey, you guys should come down for the celebration on the 27th if you're available.
Yeah,
love
we'll
to.
send you some more information on that.
Yeah, definitely send it our way. I'll probably, if we have nothing going on, I'll be there.
Nothing going on.
No pressure. Sorry, I put you guys on
If I have no other plans, I might join you.
No. If I have no other plans, I will go. I love going to Fairfield. You guys know this. I've gone to like every restaurant there.
Connecticut Main Street field trip day.
Yes.
Field
Yeah,
trip.
I'll have to do that. One thing that comes to mind, which I don't even know how it's relevant, but it's not. And I know that in a previous cohort, from what I understand, Georgetown had done kind of a branding campaign as well. And I'm going to just share the article. Here.
Is it a good article or a bad article?
No, it's great. It's great.
Okay.
And they really got some good traction on it. And Main Street America actually did a whole article on them. And maybe it's just something to consider when you guys are doing your new logo and everything, making some, merchandise.
Okay.
Definitely worth taking a look at.
I was just there yesterday.
probably.
Georgetown.
When will your survey close?
We didn't set a closing date, but I think we said you can participate in our raffle to get a free Fairfield Arts Council hat if you fill out the survey by June 26th, right?
Mhm.
Pretty cool.
So we're hoping that within a month we get a bunch of survey results because they all want that hat.
They do.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Well, I'm just really curious. I would love to see kind of the results if you're willing to share those.
Oh yeah. You can fill out the survey because we included other zip codes besides Fairfield.
Okay,
Perfect.
send it over.
And we'll send you the link. You can tell us, what you think.
Sounds good.
I don't know if I got as far up as Wallingford with the zip codes, but you could put down other.
Yeah.
How did you guys do like on your budget sheet and everything? How are you feeling about that?
Well, that's a work in progress. I think that's something we're going to talk about today, and then we'll finalize it. We did put that in the project plan, but we won't bust the budget with the digital kiosk because that was kind of in the works before we started this. But it's all part of the same, idea of branding the district and building awareness for arts and culture and our downtown stuff. So.
Perfect.
And, we'll get some points with Carl's next assessment on our wayfinding.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, that's really why we do anything is to
Because Carl told me to.
appease Carl.
Carl, do you do those? Do you do those for us every year, or is it every year?
Once a year.
Okay.
And the good thing about that is we could track from year to year areas that you're attending to or making progress on, or if there are some challenges or issues, what's the roadblocks? How can we help?
Sure.
And it's and I just did one this morning down in New Haven in the Westville section. Their fourth annual, and they're still making great strides and improvements year after year. So it's really a good, useful tool to kind of keep to provide a good direction for areas you may want to address from year to year. Certain areas that might be challenges.
Cool. Well, we won't hold you guys up. Thank you very much for all of your assistance. And if we hit a roadblock after today's meeting, we'll give you a call tomorrow for help.
Sounds good, guys.
All right,
Great
guys.
work,
All
everyone.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, Matt.
They're great. I like them a lot.
So you see, we got everyone here in the room here.
Yep.
Just to say, it took me over 20 minutes to get here, redirected by police, put back up on
Must be all that new development that's occurring.
It's right down by Bob's at Four Corners, right down there. They're just moved everyone around, back on, off, and here I am. So I'm glad cultural's starting now.
It only took me 15 minutes to navigate around all that crap.
Oh God!
I had to call Mark saying I'm running late. I couldn't.
I did too. I texted him.
I'm like, what's going on here?
Thanks.
Yeah, we're good. So we included, Matt, I don't know if you've seen this, I'll send it to you. So it's the flyer. Marianne's made a few cosmetic
I think
changes.
I saw it a while ago. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it looked great. Yeah,
We'll send it to you in case, but I think this is what
beautiful.
the Connecticut Main Street folks are expecting us to provide this weekend. So the project plan, which we've talked about before, and then a budget, which we can kind of put together based on the project plan. So we'll submit that on your behalf over the weekend.
Question, if we were to receive money,
Yeah.
when would we hear about that?
So that's a good question. I think, originally I was thinking that we could apply for and receive money to help support our cultural district celebration event. But it doesn't sound to me like the timing might work out by the time, because we're June now essentially.
Yeah.
So I think we need to think about what else we might want to use the monies for.
And my next question to that is, if we receive the monies, does it just go for this group and this group planning,
does.
not the Arts Commission? Okay.
Yeah, and actually, we got $1,000 from the Connecticut Office of Arts to support the cultural district
Okay.
work, so we can plug that in too. So that's just because we're a recognized cultural district, they wanted to give us some money.
All right. I'll take it.
Yep. So that's Connecticut Main Street. Just let us know if you guys are planning to attend that event on, what is it, the 16th? I know you can't.
Yeah.
But if you are, we can probably arrange for
Carpool.
carpooling again. So we'll follow up with Michelle. If
Deb, are
she's
you
not
gonna
here.
come to that, the 16th? Okay.
Connecticut Main Street,
Okay.
let us know, Matt. I know you got
Yeah.
a busy agenda, so.
Yeah, I see it's the last day of school. I just have to see the pickup thing. But yeah, I think we did that last year.
So I know most of you guys participated on the conversation that we had regarding the logo, and I followed up individually with those that didn't, but obviously, as you can see, the consensus was to stick with the logo that we had previously. So I did let Kevin know that we appreciate his input and alternative suggestions, but the consensus was to move forward with the one we have. And again, I've said this before, we're not like a major corporate brand here, so it's not like this is gonna be burned in somebody's memory bank for forever. So if down the road, somebody decides that they'd like to refresh and rebrand and come up with a different logo, I don't think it's a big deal. Honestly, we talked about this in a variety of different formats and different mediums. But this isn't really going to work on a street sign anyway. No one's going to be able to recognize this other than a circle, right? So I think, if we're thinking about having a street sign demarcate the cultural district boundaries, it's probably just going to be simply a different color sign.
Yeah.
And maybe, as you said, like a finial that would denote something different about this area. So, but something like this won't reproduce at that scale.
I wonder if we'd be able to wrap the posts.
Again, it's all a question of cost, so I don't know we want to get too crazy with this stuff.
Right.
I think, it's one thing to have a different color sign palette and then you just replace them as those signs get old. That's still, if you do them all at the same time, a pretty substantial capital investment. But, when you start changing out the poles and introducing other design elements, it weigh it up quickly. And so that's like a long-term thing. I think in the meantime, we have, this logo. So we did produce some, and we'll share this online, some other, Maria's created a poster, which we'll put into production, a banner, for the gazebo and a banner for Sherman Green.
Bought some stickers today
And
too.
we'll buy some stickers so people have it. So all those are minimal cost. My question to you, Matt, and maybe through you, Charlie, is this would be kind of cool if we gave you guys a slide to have something like this in your rotation. Welcoming people to the Fairfield Cultural District, that would create awareness.
Yeah, that really would.
Like to have that on your coming attractions, before a show, just put this in your slide deck.
Okay.
I think that would really help reinforce this.
Especially for us now, because we're entering recital and camp season. So we have a ton of Fairfield families that are going to be.
So I think any opportunity we have to, at fairly minimal cost to suggest that, I think that will help people understand that we do have a cultural district. The other request I would make of all of you is that we did put the survey out, and I'll send you a separate link, Bev too, with a little blurb as to the purpose of it. But if you can send that out through your respective mailing list, we'd love to get a good response. Like if we get 1,000 people to respond to a survey, that's really pretty statistically significant.
Yeah.
We've done that before for a couple things, but it's not often, everyone's busy. But this is not a very lengthy survey. But if you can all help us, send it out to your respective mailing lists and encourage people to respond. And they don't have to be Fairfield residents.
Yeah, because our list is pretty significant and we're in a slowish part for email stuff, so if I can get that as soon as possible.
I will
hopefully we can
send
get
it
that
out
in.
probably tomorrow.
Okay, great.
To all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted to, publicize. It did go out to the press, right? So it's in the pack.
Yep, and it's going out in Christine Vitale's newsletter next week.
Oh, cool.
But it also went out in our arts newsletter yesterday, or this morning.
Are you going to post it on social media too, or?
We can.
We can.
Yes, we
Yeah.
should. And part of that was and included in your packet, the press release. Matt, you've already seen the press release announcing the event, and that included the survey link. So we're committed to the 27th, 10 to 3.
Yeah.
We are getting responses from people who want to table and
Yep.
have demonstrations
Yep, we have.
and set up booths to sell. So the differentiation is if you're an artist and you want to sell product, there's a modest fee, $50. If you just want to have a presence, like as a nonprofit or other group, even a for-profit, if you just want to have a table to show what you're all about, that's free.
Are you guys doing a table? No.
Well, our friend said they're going to do a table.
Yes, but Carrie's also doing.
Yes.
A table. Okay.
So the museum educator is actually going to run through an exercise where we don't really have that.
Sure.
So I'm going to be on site and
Sure.
talking about the quick. I'm going
Okay.
to wear 2 hats, but
Sure.
I don't
Okay.
do the quick because that's really the hearts and minds job.
Sure. Okay. Just
But
wanted
did
to
they
ask.
sign up?
They did sign up.
Okay, because they told us.
Yep. Yep.
We said if
Are
you're
we
not
all
coming.
set with your group? Do we need to do anything?
Ooh. Did I ask
Yeah,
Matt?
so there's like, I think what I should start doing as we get closer is make sure I have all the pieces like in an integrated document and I have context, because I know we all talked about reaching out to different organizations. So I just wanted to follow back up with that.
Would it be helpful if Mary Alice, I think she started working on a run a show with a listing for each of the events at different times? Could we just
Yeah.
share that as a Google sheet?
Yeah, I have something like that too. I'd love to see yours. I can add, and I just want to make sure, like, for example, as I'm looking at my list, the first thing I see is, I know for Devalda, I think Katie, you mentioned you have a relationship. I just want to
Yes.
see the status of that, if you need anything with that, and just to start locking in these pieces.
100%. I talked to Simone, who owns the studio. She said, that sounds great. Devalda's not great with details, so I will keep nagging her. But it sounds like they're in, but I will make sure to pin down like what time, I'll make sure to get all those details. That's top of mind for me.
That group of businesses.
Yeah, that's great. And there's a bunch of things like that. I know there were a few others. I know I think Mark, you're going to talk to Connor and Christine. Possibly.
I didn't talk to Christine. I didn't talk to Connor.
Okay, and if any of these things, if you want me to take on, just let me know. I just want to get those pieces together.
I'll see Connor tomorrow because they're having a FTC press conference, right? You guys are having a press conference.
I got a meeting over there tomorrow. I don't know what that's about. Probably press.
Oh, that's why I thought it was.
Chairman.
Hey,
I was
Matt,
gonna be standing in the background saying, yay!
is the community theater gonna take a table at the event?
Yeah, we'll take a table. I mean, our people are going to be there doing sound and things like that. So we can certainly, it makes sense if we can, but if you're filled up with artisans and other folks, then we don't need one, but otherwise we'll take one.
We totally have room. I just didn't know if Maureen was gonna do a table, so I wanted to
Yeah.
ask.
That's her plan. She was also going to prep like the hospitality for people as well. For everybody.
I think the two things, we have gotten some responses from people who are definitely committed to tabling. And so we can provide that list, and we also have started to develop a schedule, right? Because we have a couple people who have said, at this time, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, or some general idea like wall at the museum. So we can share those, so we can start to fill in the rest of the schedule. So when you talk to Devalda,
Exactly. I'll have.
you won't know, they won't say like, oh, I want to be at 10:30 when we already have somebody.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be helpful.
That's great. Do we have the layout? I know we had talked about like doing some kind of like visual representation of the layout.
We usually don't, so we have a layout that we've used for sidewalk sale in the past, which I think we're gonna adapt.
And the green.
And the green.
Yeah.
So we don't usually assign table spots until like the week
Okay.
of, the day before.
Before.
But we'll keep kind of a rough idea, because some people I know said, I need to be in the shade.
Well, she has significant health issues.
I got it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of shady spots.
Yeah, exactly. But she does have significant health issues.
So we'll start, and then some people have said, like Christine at the studio, if they're doing a reel, they'll need power. So we'll sign them on the perimeter where there's power. So we'll start to.
Yeah. And I just want to make sure I understand. So when we communicate with like Devalda, for example, or with Connor or Center Stage, where they're going to be. And we work that out with sound as well. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page for the stage plot.
Okay. Everyone's going to be performing at the gazebo or in front of the gazebo. And we'll keep the area in front of the gazebo clear of vendors.
Okay. And then Matt, when I'm chatting with people, what do you need in terms of sound and what's the deadline?
Okay. Once you have the contacts and the confirmations, I'd be happy to put them in touch with Tim from our team, the tech director, and he can talk formats.
Okay.
We don't, it's not gonna, there's time. Nothing is like, it's not a rush for the audio, but I can, once you have the contacts, I'll have Tim reach out to each one of them.
Okay, perfect.
We did, I'm up at this Yale Innovation Summit today, and we talked about live painting as part of this, and if you can see this, they've done an incredible job. They did an incredible job with this painting outside while it was going on. So it's just a great example of,
very cool.
Yeah, that blur's terrible, but,
Who coordinated that, Matt?
I need to find that out. I'll ask the organizers.
Because the one that the Parks and Rec is hiring is like super expensive. I was like, wow, I'm glad you're paying for that.
Yeah, I will ask about that. I'm sure this wasn't cheap either. They did a great job. You did, but I didn't know if Christine wanted to look into something like that, even if it's like collectively done, or some.
What about the young artist who proposed the mural? Would she be someone?
She's been
unreliable.
Yeah. We're happy to work with her based on her availability. I mean, she's going to school.
Okay.
So maybe now that school's, I assume her semester is over.
Yeah.
She might have more time. But yeah, she had expressed interest. We'd reached out and said, that sounds great. Send us more details. Radio silence for 2 weeks. I kept following up. Eventually she said, oh yeah, I've been in school. I'm interested. She came to the commission meeting.
Yeah.
She said, sounds great. Let's go meet on site to work out the details. Radio silence. So, I would not be, it's one thing but again, we're going to need a little bit more commitment before I even take the next step with DOT, because that's not an easy process. And I don't want to go through the effort with DOT, but I think there's other people, and Christine's really super. I mean, she's would be here today, but I think she had a family issue that she had to deal with. But again, she's got a lot going on too, so I want to make sure I'm mindful of what other obligations she has. But they were interested in being there and doing a demonstration as like pottery and stuff like that, which would be very cool.
Yeah.
So we have a preliminary layout of the green, like how we laid it out for sidewalk sale, which we can share. We can put together a preliminary run of show, the schedule for the day from 10 to 3, including setup and tear down. And then a list of participating artisans and businesses and nonprofits so far. And we can put that, I assume we just put it on Google so we can share it, or just email it out, or however you want to do it.
Great.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, it sounds great. And for featured artists, again, I'll just put it out there. If anyone has anyone you think I should talk to who should get up with a band and sing a song, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to some of the usual folks.
Why don't we just defer to your better judgment?
Well, Matt, will all those people that you're asking be from Fairfield or Southport?
Yeah, well, they'll have some long relationship with Fairfield, either having grown up here or perform here frequently. I can, if you want me to limit it to that, I can certainly try, but
It's all right. We'll defer to your better judgment. This is the premium slot between like 11:30 and 1, right? That's what we're talking about.
exactly. Yeah, 11:30 to 12:30 or 1, yeah.
Yeah. So that's like blocked out. That's the house band and scheduled performances, by our featured performers and then remarks from, I don't know, we have to come up with a few local dignitaries. We don't want a lot of speeches. That's, so.
Yeah.
Christine,
What do you want to do for remarks at this point? Do you want to just leave a placeholder for like
Just a placeholder.
3 quick talks that are back to back kind of thing?
Yeah, so I think my first inclination would be to reach out to the first select person. I've already let her know, but.
will she do a proclamation?
Yeah, that's just boring.
No, I know, but it might just be nice from a photo op perspective.
And they're
There's a
long.
better photo.
Proclamations are
Proclamations.
long.
I don't want the whole delegation down here, and now we'll have, blah, blah, blah speak. And, so it would be good to just have like Christine from the town. If we got somebody if Liz Shapiro or somebody from the State Office of the Arts would be here, awesome. Maybe, you or Matt, you or Charlie from the Arts Commission. So that's it. It doesn't have to be. I think the more, if you have it turn into a speak fest, it'll be a slumber fest.
Is it worth asking Connecticut Main Street? Or Michelle McCabe?
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with the cultural district. It has, honestly, no.
Okay,
Just saying.
just a thought.
It's just, they're nice. We want them to be here, but they can have a table. I don't care.
I actually know if it made sense.
But I don't think we need one.
Michelle or somebody speak because she's from Fairfield and involved in
Yeah,
that.
she is. And then she's on the RTM, and then we'll have to have minority representation from the other RTM and blah, blah, blah. It'll be, less speech is the better.
Okay.
But the legislators will be invited and they'll
We'll
know
invite
about it,
them.
and they'll-
But again, if you open the door to one, then it's like
Yeah, we gotta go all
everyone.
4.
So,
But I mean, just to invite, to come, not to speak, but they
Right.
should be aware of it, yeah.
Great. All right. That all sounds good. So I think we have all the pieces there, and then we could tighten it up. If anything does get confirmed, if you don't mind, just send me like a contact and the name and what they want to do.
so I think if we have, we'll include that on the schedule, like the point of contact and their contact information, as well as on the booths. So we usually track that anyway, right? But you just need to know the performances, right, to coordinate on the sound.
Yeah, exactly. Coordinate on production and scheduling and all that.
Gotcha.
Stuff. That's great.
I only think we have 1, 2 on the schedule. The only one I know of is Walt
Walt,
from the museum,
I know Eli expressed interest. I haven't heard anything.
from Fairfield Center Stage. Yeah, I talked to him and he said, "Oh yeah, we do it, but we don't have them in a slot yet, so we
Right.
need to follow
And then
back up."
DeValta.
The DeValta.
Just gotta add them.
We had talked about the pottery places as well. So yeah, if anyone has anything like that, just send it to me, and then I'm happy to continue to reach out and see what we can get, because there's plenty.
I just don't know what what are you going to do with a performance with pottery? So, it's one thing if you have a.
Like coming up on stage and showing something and say, hey, we're located over there, maybe a quick ad or something, just to, I don't know.
I think it's just hard because of where, thinking about if they're going to actually show a demonstration with the wheel, thinking about that setup.
I think that goes on in their space. I
Yeah.
think these are really performance
Yeah,
arts,
yeah.
like
Okay.
dance, music, theater, even
all the visual arts
poetry,
communities,
or
yeah.
we asked Carol, but she's away. But if we had, so all that, I think that's,
Who are you looking for?
if we open it up, Matt, to people giving an ad for their business.
Yeah. Understood.
we will be overrun.
Okay, so that's good.
It will
That
not be
cuts off that.
entertaining. I guarantee it will not be entertaining.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
So they have that, if they want to like hands-on party, they want to have a table and they want to show, we have classes, free. You just reserve a spot, right?
That's great.
Well, we already sent it out to everyone within the district. We'll send out a reminder.
Yep.
Because I think we have maybe half a dozen artisans and maybe half a dozen
Give or take.
organizations, like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have plenty of room.
Yeah.
So
So
the other, and we didn't ask, in the past, like with sidewalk sale, we've asked Star 99 to have a table, but because we're providing music, I didn't know that you wanted to have like them there. Like you'll do your own background music if you want, right? So we don't need anyone else playing the station.
if they're going to come and enhance the event, I mean, we still have several hours there without music, and that would be kind of great if they would announce the next act. It would kind of make it exciting. So if they're open to
They don't really do that.
Yeah, they're not. They're just there to play the radio. They're
so
not.
They don't, yeah.
They play the station and they have tchotchkes they hand out.
I mean, it sounds sort of festive, so I'm not against it. It's just obviously when the band is playing, they're not needed, but I'm not against it. If you think it adds to the overall ambiance, I think it's worth it.
Well, we can take that conversation offline. I don't think we connected with them on sidewalk sales.
I haven't emailed my inbox from her.
So we can talk to them about it and see if that's logistically possible.
Yeah, they bring a nice
Press,
little-
you guys, you have all the connections with the press. I mean, CBS was here, not CBS, but
Channel 8.
Channel 8 was here and some other people this morning. So this is big. And if we can get past Channel 12, then I think the more the state hears about it, the better.
Well, we will, closer to the event, send out more details as to the press, and maybe we'll go through Lisa.
Or my buddy Mark Sudol.
Well, you can go through your buddy Mark Sudol.
A lot of buddies.
That's Channel 12, but he was here today too.
He was.
At the bike thing this
The
morning.
bike thing, yeah, but we can Lisa's got a very robust press list that she sends out to all the Connecticut and New York stations, so we could definitely do that. Well, obviously,
Fairfield.
the other thing we have a conversation about here is the Fox 61 promotion.
Yeah.
So we'll have a contact there. We might as well send it to them too.
Yeah.
But
Are we gonna move that, or did you have the kiosk?
June 27th event, Matt, you think?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Are you good with the June 27th
Yeah.
event? Should we move
Yeah.
on?
Let's move on to kiosk. Yeah.
The kiosk in production, expect to ship within the next day or two.
Yeah, tomorrow or Monday. They're
We
being.
have, the pad on Sherman Green is in, as is the conduit electrical, so we just need to, once they're here, install, hook up, and then put content in the box. The one at Fairfield University Arts and Mines, have a new service connection, but they're running the electrical this Saturday. So again, we should be in a position then this weekend to install.
It's exciting.
So my hope is, I'm going to ask, because I'm relying upon everyone else, my hope is that we have these installed and operational by the 27th.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Great. So exciting. Okay.
It'd be nice to have it for Make Music Day, but
Yeah.
that might be
Yeah.
open too much.
Nope, it's in my
Oh, I just
my manifestation.
I gotta beg my,
A lot of those.
beg my friends over Public Works who are very busy right now to put this top of the list. So I'm pulling out all the thank yous and pleases and whatever I can do.
Maybe
So
we should.
yeah, the kiosks are pretty good shape. I'll send a note to Bill and to Jackie, our sponsors, to let them know today or tomorrow, just to give them a heads
Great.
up.
Yeah, we're really
All right. That's exciting. So, and then moving on to Fox 61, which we mentioned. I did write some talking points that we can look
All
at
right.
or I can share.
Cool.
I just kept it really simple, so it's just a few lines that anyone could say and then go into whatever else you want to say. I think we already allocated the dates. Is that right? I remember that a while ago.
Yeah, there was something here.
We have dates that I don't know that we assigned them yet.
No, nobody's been assigned.
The only date that we have committed to informally is July 3rd for the Museum and History Center, because the following day is the big hoo-ha on the green. But we have then July 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st. I know we talked about like FTC, SHU, we talked about other, but we want to make sure, make sure that they're, like, you guys aren't back to back. It's like too much music stuff. But,
No, the quick.
so, and I know Christine volunteered too. So
Yeah.
I don't know how you want to decide this, Matt.
I mean, it shouldn't matter too much if everything is, if everyone hits the main talking points for the district. It sounds like it's limited, pretty well.
So it's two guests per segment in studio.
Yeah.
It's 3 to 4 minute segment. 1 to 3 topics, points that you're covering. I think one or two of which should be related to the general district, and obviously there's a couple points related to your individual venue or upcoming events or activities that might be of interest. Then they want visuals, so if we had you guys all have good visuals that you can share. But I do have a conversation with Kim Parsons Whitaker next week. She's pestering me about this. And she might, she does have the benefit of these other communities that have gone before us.
Yeah.
So we can, if you want to, I kind of have in my head, you guys have all said, yeah, I want to do it. And then we just need to figure out the schedule.
I could be free every date except for July 10th. That helps.
Well, if we're going to have like both FTC and SHU, I know you guys kind of have similar programming, so one would probably.
Obviously, I'm in Asia the whole month. I'll be back I come back for the 24th, so I couldn't do it.
I was thinking you'd probably volunteer Patsy or somebody from the. So I don't know. We'll be there tomorrow. We can talk about it more.
Yeah. What time are you going to be there? I got it early then too.
I don't even know what it's about. I just said, sure, I'll come.
Is there coffee?
I have a couple of meetings tomorrow with her. What time is that meeting?
10 o'clock.
I wasn't invited.
It's weird because she's got me 10 o'clock. She's got me 10 o'clock for something else.
Well, probably.
The press conference, right?
That's what she told me.
Maybe I'll tag along.
Yeah, of course, I don't think it's a problem.
I
I'm
think it's our problem.
not anticipating there being a speaking role here. I'm just anticipating being in the background saying, yeah, that's great.
Matt, I'm curious to hear your questions, and I'm not trying to hijack a date, but I'm wondering if the Arts Commission Experience Fairfield should just talk about downtown vibrancy in general and tie in. That might be something good for.
I do mention that here. Should I just throw this in the chat or?
Well, it could be, it wouldn't have to be 2 people from the Quick or 2 people
Yeah,
from SHU.
exactly. It could be
You and
like,
Carrie could do it.
yeah.
Right, it'd be cool to have Carrie and you do it. That would be neat.
Okay.
Or it could be me going with Patsy, for
Yeah.
example. And then it's like, we're talking about the town, how FDC fits into the, the vibrancy of the cultural district. So it could be, Beverly and Matt, so it wouldn't have to be,
Yeah. Exactly.
just 2 people from the organization. It'd probably be more interesting if you had
Spreading the
2
wealth.
people from
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of different perspectives that were complementary.
Yeah. Agreed.
And then, it's
I'm
like,
emailing it to
if it's me or Bev or somebody like that, we could talk about from a business standpoint, or I can talk about the cultural district generally, but then, you guys can talk about your individual venue and what you've got coming up.
Do you think it's worth including Scott from the library with this too?
Scott would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be a good person.
And what are we doing with Bicewood, since she was the one who came down last year to kick it off at the library? Would she be a speaker or not? I know we don't want speakers, but
For the event?
For the 27th?
Well, no, for the cultural district, the designation, she was also here, right? At the library.
At the theater.
Because the governor doesn't come.
Right, I know. I don't know. It's just another connection, just a thought.
I think, if we got somebody from the state, Liz Shapiro would be
It
my
should
number
be
one.
Liz.
Yeah,
Sure.
she's great.
She's great. She's dynamic. She hits all the points.
Yep.
She gets people, and she's in and out. She's like, she says something that's really impactful in like 3 minutes, and she's done.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
she
not
was
like
on
it's
stage,
long.
Right.
Yeah.
She came to the
It was completely off the cuffs.
Artistic Visions too.
Yes,
Great.
that's right.
What
She was-
about
she was
Rufus
great.
DeRom?
What's that?
He's like an interim director of an arts organization in Connecticut. I work with him on my other board. Only if we're looking for people from the state.
I don't know that we need anyone. I would ask Liz if she wants to do it. If she's not available,
And just
we
call
can see if there's somebody else that makes sense.
Yeah, he's the interim executive director for Connecticut Arts Alliance.
Oh,
Does a lot of advocacy work.
Yeah, I know them. I don't know him.
I do.
Might just be
And-
nice to extend an invitation.
Yeah,
to
just,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
that's a nice touch.
Honestly, if we want to share the wealth, we could. We were just at I went to the Manchester Cultural District meetup. So all the the Connecticut Office of the Arts is sponsoring these either virtual or in-person meetup events once a month. They try to do an in-person quarterly, I think. So the last one was in Manchester. And so there's a lot of, obviously a lot of Manchester people that were there, but there were cultural districts from Bantam and New London and all over the state.
That's cool.
So we could invite all them to come
yeah,
to our
that's
event
true.
too, which would be kind of cool. I don't know if anyone would come, but
The guy from the Cultural Alliance would be a good person to
Mm-hmm.
send an invitation. Douglas Louston.
Oh, yeah, I'm meeting with him tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe tell
So
him about it.
I'll talk to him tomorrow about it.
So again, I wasn't anticipating a speaking thing, but it would be fun
It'd still
to
be great to
invite
have
them.
him there too.
And if
Exactly.
the Connecticut Cultural Alliance or Arts Alliance wants to have
A table.
a table, we could accommodate that.
I need to remind myself.
I'm just thinking out loud with the artist directory too piece. I wonder if
We should do
Creative
a
Ground.
round table. Okay, that's actually a good idea.
just a thought, because we have the space as of now. We
Yeah,
have
exactly.
the space.
So Matt, do you want to,
Okay.
have a conversation offline and then finalize this? I think we've got a general idea of interest level.
Yeah.
And then we can follow up with individual to work on the schedule.
Yeah, that'd be great. I just sent you talking points. I just want you to edit it and then you could
Sure.
change everything or share it, but I sent you
But I
the,
think that's a good observation and I think we were thinking initially like the 2 guests would be from the
Yeah.
same venue, but it might be better
yeah,
to have
People that are
people that are
complimentary.
complimentary. So
Yeah.
one can talk about the town, the cultural district, or the chamber and the cultural district, and another one's talking about a specific venue, that type of thing. So that would be kind of cool.
yep, that sounds great.
Are we, I know there's 2 people allowed to go, but let's say I went with each one to take behind the scenes social cover, is that allowed? I didn't know.
I
if
would
it-
love
You can
that.
ask. Yeah, I don't think it's an issue.
I just need my Mary Alice comfort support.
We need 3 of them.
Carpool queen.
3 eyes.
I gotta get my car time in.
And you're missing the event now and touring? I mean.
I know,
It's
and I
okay.
can't come to the mixer.
Oh,
Yeah, me neither.
great.
You missed
I
them.
can do my other board stuff.
Can't make the 4th, no. Yeah. This is,
So what day's the 4th, right?
4th.
yeah.
It's a
You'll be
Thursday.
there, right?
Well, if everybody else isn't going, I got
Where else is gonna be there?
You'll be
Wait a minute, will Beverly be there? If Beverly's gonna be there, I gotta show up.
I guess.
That's my new motto. If Beverly's gonna be there, I'll be there too.
Matt, will you be there at the mixer on the 4th?
The mixer on the 4th.
Where is it?
The Pottery.
Where's
Studio.
the studio? Oh, okay.
Christine's place.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, I just had a thing about this. What something just happened at the 4th for the venue. So yes, I hope to be. I know there was conversation that of trying to get me to do something else the 4th, but I think I can do that.
Okay, cool.
Then let me check here too.
So we did have, I was just at the Manchester Cultural District meetup. I'm sure that we'll host one at some point.
Yeah.
It was a little long.
Oh.
You know, they're very proud of what they're doing, so it's great. But what was really interesting, and I'll share some additional thoughts from the Connecticut Office of the Arts, was they had a really good synergy between the town, the cultural district, the artists within the district, and they were all like working together to implement a plan. And it was, you know, very clear. It was very strategic. They thought about what they wanted to do, and they were all kind of working off that same plan. So they had high level support from the town manager on down through the town council, through the town manager and the staff. And, you know, the centerpiece there, they're building a $50 million library, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's like a regional library. It serves like this greater area. But, you know, they're downtown, you know, we've got just as much, if not more, bones there. So I was impressed, but at the same time, it was also, you know, I feel like we've got a lot to work with here too. So, you know, I didn't walk away with any like, oh, they have this really cool thing. You know, some of it is very location, site specific. Like one of the things I wish we had low cost space in the center of downtown to do these, you know, artist co-op places, but you know, we just don't. You know, it's the real estate is what it is. So they have this really cool cafe that serves as an artist enclave, and you make art and you're drinking your matcha and all that stuff. You know, we just don't have that. So you can't replicate like Manchester cost of living to here. So, you know, you got to work with what you got. So, but I think we got a lot to work with. That's my key takeaway.
Great. Sounds like we've covered our agenda. So any other business?
No, I think the to-do list here is work on the June 27th thing, and then the
June 21st.
61.
Yeah.
It's June 21st.
Maybe
Sick day.
How dare you?
Oh my God. I'm glad this is recorded.
I hope Lou doesn't watch
I
it.
don't have to worry about it, because that's like on autopilot, because it's already, you know, it's all set.
We're moving and shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very
The only thing
excited.
I'm worried about, honestly, is these the pianos in the wild. So
Yeah.
Very excited about that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. There's no public in here for comment from what I see, right?
we scared them all away.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. So I think we're wrapped unless there's any other business.
Nope.
Anybody making a motion?
Yeah.
I feel like this is over.
This is you. We're adjourned at 4:02. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Bye.
Good stuff.